Hi, first graders. All right, today we're going to do some more graphing for math. On Wednesday, you looked at some bar graphs and one picture graph. Graphs are great because you can look at information and answer a lot of questions just using your eyes. If we look at some of the graphs from Wednesday, one of the graphs you did was favorite foods. And this was a bar graph, remember, because it has all the bars filled in. Looks like a chocolate bar, right? Like a Hershey's bar. Right away, I can see that this graph was about favorite food by looking at the title. And they gave the friends a choice of pizza, sandwich, or vegetables. And down here, these were the number of children that voted for their favorite food out of those three. Right away, just by looking at it, not even counting, I know which one is the favorite one because it's the longest. Pizza, right? Pizza is the favorite food. And I know which one was the least favorite food by looking at the vegetables. So that's why we use graphs, is because it organizes information that makes it very easy to look and see. You can even compare in the graph as well. You can compare the information. If I look and I want to know how many more children liked sandwiches than vegetables, then I just look at those two bar graphs. Sandwiches stopped at 5 children, vegetables stopped at 4. So I know one more child liked sandwiches because there's one little square. If I compare pizza and sandwiches, pizza stops at 8, sandwiches stops at 5. There's 3 more squares that keep going for the pizza. So I know 3 more friends liked pizza. You also looked at a picture graph, and it's just exactly how it sounds. It's pictures instead of bars. So we had pictures of fruit. We had strawberries, oranges, and bananas. Today, you're going to look at another picture graph. This time, it's pictures of people, little stick figures. So if we look at the title, we know that this graph is about favorite colors, and that one little stick figure stands for one child. So the colors were red, blue, and yellow, and you can look and see how many liked each color. The other one is also little stick figures, and this time they asked about favorite animals. So you're going to answer 5 questions, 3 on one, 2 on the other. The new thing you're going to look at today that we haven't talked about yet, because we talked about bar graphs and picture graphs on Wednesday, are tally charts. So this is where you use tally charts to write down your information. It's a quicker way to record your information. I'm not sure, I bet you Mrs. Sillings used this before, but whenever we have a warm fuzzy party and we're voting as a class, I write down everyone's votes using tally marks because it's quicker. Each line, each tally mark represents one child's vote. So if we wanted a pizza party or a movie party, I would write tally marks under each. Maybe I would write movie and then pizza. And then as each friend voted, I would draw a line to represent a friend's vote. Now, the thing with tally marks is you do them in groups of 5. So watch how I do this. One tally mark is 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, I go across. So every 5th line you go across. I like to think of a little poem. Let me show you. So if I'm writing my tally marks, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shuts the door. 6, 7, 8, 9, draw the line to make 10. 10 draws the line. So this is a group of 5, and this is a group of 5. And the reason people use tally marks is, again, just like graphs, you can see information quickly and clearly. So if I'm going to write down some tally marks, I would know pretty quickly that there's 8 tally marks here. The reason I know that is because this is a group of 5. So I can say 5, 6, 7, 8. You see how much quicker that was? Instead, right? This one is harder to read. because it's a lot of lines. So I need to point and count to each one. When I group them as tally marks, I know that's a group of 5, and then I can count on from there. So tally marks makes it much quicker and easier. I'm going to write some tally marks, and I'm going to hold them up, and I want you to yell out at home how many are there. Okay? How many tally marks? 3. Right? 1, 2, 3. All right, let me do some more. All right, how many tally marks? 7. Right? This is a group of 5, so I can say 5, 6, 7. See how quick that was? All righty. How about this one? 10. I have 5 and 5. So I know right away, we know that doubles fact, 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 tally marks, 5 tally marks makes 10. See how quick that was? Let me try one more. Yell it out. 6. Here's my group of 5. One more makes 6. So that's why tally marks are very useful, is because it's easy to count and it's easy to see. It makes it clear. If you look at today's graph, you can see there are some tally marks there. You have to count them up and write the total. This is a graph or a tally chart about our favorite toys. So you have to count up how many tally marks, write the total. This line right here for yo-yos, you know how many friends voted for yo-yos, 4, but there's no tally marks. So you're going to practice drawing the tally marks in. Remember, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shuts the door. Right? You cross it on the 5th one. This one is balls, so you have to count up how many and write the total. You're going to do that, and there's 5 questions that you're going to look at your tally marks, your tally chart, and answer. So even though there's 4 pages of math today, there's only 10 problems. So it should be pretty quick. I'm also going to send, I tried to already record myself with the math on the spot for the tally chart, but you couldn't hear it, which we had a problem with that on Wednesday too. So I'm going to send this link, and then I'll send the math on the spot link too, so you can watch that about tally charts before you do your papers. All right, have fun today.